Hi everyone.
She's smiling, but we went through hell to be able to smile until now.
Yes, it's been quite a couple of weeks, intense, very much.
More than, I don't know, I'm already lost.
We actually tried to make a video the other day. We wanted to make a nice video because it's our anniversary. We just turned like 8 years since we met and 6 years together.
Yes.
And it was
lovely.
Andre's birthday and my name's day. We celebrate all this on the same
And
day.
the town's day, there's such
Yes.
things in this country where we are.
Yeah. But it all went upside down. It's actually started earlier.
It's not our fault even, it's crazy how, I mean, maybe we have some fault, like subconsciously, but we didn't provoke it consciously, anything.
No. We will explain why. Because it's probably happening to many of you. It's not just us. And it's not specifically now that is the energies. It's just something that is a part of the twin flame journey.
We're not gonna
with
be
Kundalini.
We're not going to be super detailed, but we are going to explain at least what is, how things happen and why it will happen to you. Now, detailed will be more for our members.
Well, we have to catch up there as well. We're sorry, guys, on the membership. But on top of all, we were also sick. We were in bed. We both had very high temperature. I never have temperature, and that was really bizarre.
And I got very high as well. I don't remember getting such high temperature
For
as
quite
well.
a while, you had it. So, shall we say what happened as well?
I don't know, whatever comes to your mind, just go
I
ahead.
will say there's nothing wrong about it. There's
Unless
nothing
it's one
to
of
hide.
them.
We actually got hacked on our Stripe account on the platform there, and a few of our members got affected.
We first created our membership around the Telegram, and then we decided to go to YouTube. And YouTube is more secure, even though it's more systematic. But it sounds more secure. Things are more stable there. But the Stripe account was affected, and I was not at home during this time, and we were sick the entire month, so I couldn't do anything properly beforehand because I could have seen weird movements going on. And then I got
and
so
we are
pissed.
talking about thousands of euros.
Yeah.
That they tried to steal from our members. A few of them were affected, not all of them. Thankfully, we reacted very quickly thanks to one of our members who she immediately informed us, and we contacted each single person individually that we had on Stripe through membership. So if you want to support us or to become a member, please use the YouTube for now. We're gonna stick mostly to YouTube.
Nothing's gonna happen anymore on the Stripe because I really fortified like a castle. But
Yes.
we still prefer that if you want to be a member, it's better to be on YouTube.
But
Yeah.
anyways, it was all fixed.
Nothing, not even 1 cent
Thanks
got
to you.
taken. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I did whatever I could, but because there's a platform, and this platform, I got kicked out from it because the hacker got full possession of it. I felt hopeless, but I remained faithful that at least the support is going to help me at somehow. They had frozen the platform, the funds didn't move anymore, but the whole thing we didn't understood if it really froze.
Horrible.
It was just
nerve-wracking
strange.
to the bone. But
Now it's better.
now
It's
we are
amazing.
out of this. Now, why all this is happening to us, and not just us, I'm sure.
Yeah, now is the
Twin flames.
the real reason.
Twin flames. Well, the truth is, we are speaking a lot about the lower astral, and it has to do with Kundalini. And recently I came upon a post of, I would say, our Kundalini master, Chrism. We really vibrate with all the things we learned from him.
We don't follow almost anyone, but this person really is from day one that we met, me and Petya,
Yes,
in the
he
Kundalini
has.
group. He really follows just the Kundalini, nothing else. And when you follow the Kundalini or the higher self, you really get reasonable guidance. You don't get weird, disturbed, Babylonic. I meant like Babylonic is when you do everything against mankind.
That's all kind
Technically,
of stuff out there. It's horrible.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of fake Kundalini awakening as well. Even there is such a thing. Just like the fake twin flame thing, there's also fake Kundalini awakening.
There's everything.
So we really have to follow our inner guides primarily.
You get
And
faked
they know
out,
the best.
and there's scams on all levels, like spiritual, financially, physically. There's all kinds of scams everywhere, even in the spiritual. You have to be super careful. That's why the simplest the the state of mind you are, the better. Simple
When we
stuff.
say you, we also mean for us ourselves as well.
Yes, yes, we're
'Cause
speaking
we
to
also,
ourselves. We are seeing ourselves
trusted
here.
and followed, some people, but then we realized all we have to do is just follow ourselves.
Autumn is our favorite month. I mean, at least it's her favorite month, but it became my favorite as well because everything is so quiet, silent, and nice. But all this disturbance, we couldn't even make. We were planning to make a video almost every day, and we couldn't even do that because of so much disturbance. It's horrible.
First of all, I couldn't speak. I'm still, not perfect on my voice, but I'm much better. So let's talk about Kundalini. It's not specifically about twin flames, but Kundalini, when she gets activated, she may even purposely assign an entity to you. And in the twin flame journey, that means to the twin flame couple. And we even know which entity is assigned to us, what type of entity it is. At the beginning, we were not aware of all these things.
And we
but
didn't care as well. I mean, we didn't want to praise any of this anyways, but we didn't care, but the entity cared, and that's the most
Yes,
important
and
part.
it wanted to reveal itself to us. It
We
wanted
even,
us to know it very well, to be aware of what type of energy it is. and
because
stuff
if
like
we
this.
are aware, we give more power to the entity, technically.
Right.
But if you are aware, you can also stop or slow down this process.
So why is Kundalini actually doing this? She is take it almost as a test. It's really nothing more than this, and by passing a certain test that comes from it doesn't mean that it's gonna be over, because it will bring up old issues from your past traumas. I'll talk about traumas in another video specifically because the topic is very deep and it really is not what we are thinking it is. There's a lot of speculation out there regarding traumas and how they are affecting us, but Kundalini will work with the lower astral and certain entities many times to bring up stuff to our attention, because she is technically testing our trust in her, because this is the point of the whole journey with Kundalini. When she steps forward, that's it, she steps forward and there's nothing else to follow.
You have to decide what you want to do. Technically, if you want to follow your own ego, you're gonna always have issues. Well, if you follow the Kundalini, you just have to have faith, because if you put your trust on the Kundalini, even if you have challenges, just have faith that these challenges are to test your ego, how much you are resisting towards the Kundalini, because the Kundalini can control anything around her, like even the lower astral. So you have to be careful what you do, because you decide to follow the Kundalini, that's it. You just follow the Kundalini. There's no going back.
You have no other
You have to,
choice
yeah.
once she gets activated, because
You have no choice.
otherwise you're constantly going against the lower astral, and it will be constantly affecting you. And the lower astral is given to you by Kundalini, assigned to you certain entities, exactly even to test your morals, your ethics, your state of being, what type of a person you are, and how you want to continue in this life, what you are here to drop. Maybe there are things that you have been doing so far. You know, I am a very honest person, for example, but I had friends here and there that I was discovering with time that they're doing small, you know, thieves and things like this, and this was a huge shock for me, because that's not how I am brought up. And when you see something like this, you are in between. You really are in between. Like, do you betray this person who is your best friend, for example, or you just have to swallow it, what you just witnessed? Of course, it's better not to witness it, but it comes at a stage when they trust you so much, these friends, that they literally put you on the witnessing. And this is a horrible dilemma. I'm just giving this as a basic example of how you can be trusted, how you can be tested, sorry, for example, on the ethics and
How
morals.
you can be tested if you're trusting enough.
And by the way, I had a dream just like a couple of weeks ago, maybe, and Kundalini came to my dreams, and she said, we will be helping you just a little bit more, and that's it. It's over. It's over. And I couldn't read it at that time, and now I know what she meant. It's they were, we speak about Kundalini and higher self, our parents, let's say, they were helping us until now, giving us some guidance, like what is the right thing to do, which way to go. But in this situation now that we were put through together, we really had to take over by ourselves. We had no help.
Exactly.
And
It's us or nothing.
exactly, and we really had to use our morals and to hold on to them, because for us it's very important, you guys, your trust. If you're trusting us to be our members, you entrusted your finances with us. And yes, it was not our fault, because it was a third-party hacker and we are using a third-party platform. But still, we are the ones who chose this platform as a reliable one, and because you trust us, you trust the platform. So we really had to work very hard, and it was not an option for us not to work it out, this situation.
Now it's done, and we, by putting your trust on us, we really did exactly as so, and everyone got protected. We also got protected by ourselves. No one helped much. I mean, you know, just your faith on us is already enough, and we did everything by ourselves.
Of course, we trusted 100% how we were guided.
It just takes a
from
lot
the
of time
universe.
when you have to do things by yourself, but at least it's done. It's just that we are under pressure because we have to do so many things, and it's like this, one by one, but what to do?
We're almost done with our first room in the house, by the
Yes.
way.
So that we
So
can
exciting.
stay peacefully there and even make videos there. It's gonna be much better.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching us,
And thank you for trusting in us, for believing in us. We also do believe in you, and we want to say that whatever is up to us, you're always protected with us.
it's it might be meaningless this that you're hearing for some people, but we really were put on this test very hardcore, and it really tested also what we believe, what we don't, and stuff like this. Because when you are on the verge to lose thousands, even if it's not your own money, it's from someone else's, which is worse.
It's even worse.
It's even worse because you don't know, you know, everything goes crazy. So you just become a totally different person, even though it's we became like ourselves because we are relying on ourselves. We became our real self, but it almost became like a different person. It's incredible how the human can, you know, exceed expectations. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for sticking around. There will be soon more videos for the members, we promise. We haven't forgotten you. There's very interesting topics there coming out. We hope you'll enjoy them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Ciao, ciao.